Hey, Mark here. In this video, I wanted to talk about the best houses to buy as investment properties. Now, I know that we talk a lot about wholesaling. That's because a lot of times you want to get quick paydays. You want to be able to find a discounted deal. You want to turn it over and be able to profit with it by selling it to a wholesale buyer. And that is a way to definitely ring the cash register. But as you are doing your marketing, it could be that you are uncovering houses that maybe you would like to keep in your own portfolio. Or maybe you know investor buyers that are looking for houses to be able to put in their investor portfolio. Either way, these are some of the things that I wanted to talk about in this video because our marketing is uncovering all kinds of deals, and it's important that we understand how we might be able to maximize the end value of that property depending on the exit strategy that we choose. And a lot of times it's the numbers that help us choose that. Other times it could be the location. It could be that it's a true rehab and you don't want to deal with that. But sometimes you're going to uncover properties that may go in your keeper portfolio, and that is really what we're talking about here. When you uncover properties that need a little bit of improvement, could be cosmetic, could be things that you're going through and you're thinking, I could have that fixed for a much lower cost than the ultimate value that improvement could bring to the property. Now, there could be a number of different types of improvements that don't cost a lot of money that you can be getting yourself familiar with. So when you see them, especially if you're targeting areas that have a lot of these type of improvements that need to be made on the properties you're uncovering, you can start to see the potential in these properties, even though somebody that might be looking to move in it right now might look at that as a problem. Again, we're not talking about the big major improvements that you see on the HGTV type of fixer shows where they're going in doing major things. I'm talking smaller things. It could be the flooring. It could be the walls. It could be the exterior paint. It could be the landscape, front or back. And it could be that there are certain amenities in the areas that you're looking to target your marketing that end users are interested in. Now, if you're looking just to wholesale the property, it's not as much of a concern. However, if you're looking to maybe keep that property because you know that that property can generate income for you for years to come, that is really what we're talking about here. So smaller improvements that don't cost much to implement, but they bring more value to the house. You also might find houses that people have started projects but haven't finished them. Can you relate with that? I sure can. Not necessarily when it comes to houses, but there are projects in our lives that we know we need to start, and then sometimes we get started and then we know we need to finish those, right? So when you uncover houses that might fit in the category of a potential keeper for yourself or might generate a higher exit strategy price point for you because you are selling it to an investor buyer that's going to hold on to that property. When you can find properties that have some work that has started but hasn't been completed, simply determine what those repairs are going to cost and then lower your offer price by at least that much, because we are in the business here of solving problems. That seller who has not completed the work, they've got a problem. They know they've got a problem. They know when somebody comes through that house, they're going to look and say, hey, why hasn't this been finished yet? But you're coming in, you're solving that problem for them. You are reducing your offer price accordingly. And then, of course, build in some profit there too, so that when you start to see some of these repairs that need to be completed, you look at them in completely different eyes. You look at them as, oh my gosh, their problem is a whole lot bigger than what they had originally thought, because they're not going to be able to sell this house fast. So you're coming in, you're saying, not a problem, we can work with this, and then you can act accordingly when it comes to the prices that you're offering. Another aspect of the keeper house is one that is surrounded by properties that are larger, that are more expensive, and that helps pull the value of the price of that house up that you might be keeping and holding on to. So this is something that over the years I've enjoyed focusing on, particularly in some of the newer neighborhoods here in the Phoenix area, but you can be doing this all over the country, of course, and you can be noticing when your marketing is uncovering properties that have a value like this, and they are surrounded by properties that are much larger, much more valuable. You need to still run those comps, but when the values of these larger homes continue to potentially grow, what's it going to do to the other homes in that area that are smaller, that might not have all the amenities that these larger homes have? Well, it's certainly not going to pull it up to the value of those larger houses, but it helps to pull it up some. And that's what we're looking for as our marketing uncovers homes that are surrounded by homes that are worth a whole lot more. Again, we just recognize the fact that there's potential value here. Now, if you don't want to keep it for yourself, you can then be letting your investor buyers know, hey, I've got another value play here. So you could be letting them know why it's a value play. And of course, they're going to know, but this is all about marketing, not just to find the deal, but also to sell the deal. So those are just a few aspects to think about when we're focusing in on homes that would be good to buy as an investment. Of course, there's other aspects to good homes to buy, ones that don't have any improvements that need to be made, and we've got a really motivated seller, and so we're able to get a great price on that house and there's no improvements. But if you're finding homes that need some improvements and all of the other boxes are checked, you're going through your housing alerts software, you're finding the areas that you know have demand, the neighborhoods then that have demand, both for rental and for buyers, you've got your exit strategies in place, and then your marketing kicks out a home like this, you might think, hey, maybe I'd like to keep this for my own rental house portfolio, or maybe my exit strategy should be to share it with my investor buyers that are holding on to the properties after they get them from us, right? So there's more value there. We're doing the hard work for them. We are putting in their lap a value play. We just need to let them know why. I'm sharing some of the reasons with you now. So if you want to keep it great, if you want to sell it for maybe more of a profit than what you're flipping the house to a wholesale investor, well, the choice is yours. That's what this video is about. I'm Mark, and I'll share more with you soon.